finding activity to do amongst the players to where the coaches are not involved. I think one thing is one is guys that have mature and take it upon themselves to get better, and I think that's always a positive way of going about things, especially coming off the type of season that we had last year. Guys are more serious this time, and that speaks for our mindset going forward. And being a leader of the team, I think that's what you want. You want guys that's doing the work and are not always depending on the coaches to get them going.
What's your role during? How do you take on that coach's role?
That's the thing, though. That what makes my job so great, and I become better as a teammate is that I'm able to stop being just a football player and being a coach as well. Whenever I'm on the sidelines and I'm not in, I'm always coaching, the offense and defense really, but mainly, the young linebackers. I'm showing them how things are to be done. Because I once was a third string on the depth chart. So if someone to say, I'm third string, I'll never play, I'm saying to tell you, that's a lie. Because I was third string at one point. And also, even if it's a receiver running a route, and he don't run the route 100%, 110% of his speed, I'm going to hop on him. Tell him go back and run that route better than that. And that's just opportunities that you have whenever you have these player running practices to where the leaders of the team, their voice is so much more powerful than whenever it's just camp or whatever. Because I'm just focusing on my job and me doing the right thing during camp. Because I can only be a player.
And now you've been with Coach Bradley for 3 years now.
Has it been 3 years?
Or this is going to be the third year. And Coach Moore was talking earlier about how you guys could add a few more wrinkles, a few more special things to the defense. Have you seen the defense kind of grow in terms of just formatting or formations or schematics with Coach Bradley entering his third year?
Yeah, see, Coach Bradley's like Yoda, man. He just knows it all. He's had so much success, at Penn State, and the ball is all across, the scale of LeVar Ballman plays right now for the 49ers. LeVar Arrington plays for him too, right? I can't say, but I think he has the know-how. He knows how to manipulate the offense to doing things to where he can capitalize on it. And unfortunately, the offense can help us out as much as we wanted to because we had our quarterback was out or whatever it is. But besides that, he's a very smart guy, and I'm happy that he's able to add in a few tricks in his bag, to help us get going. Because I think one thing that he's learned right now is that going into my third season with him is that he understands every starter on the defense. He understands their strengths and their weaknesses. So if I'm not a good blitzing guy, he won't make me blitz. He has somebody else blitz or whatever it is. But he knows every single thing about us, and that comes from chemistry, which I'm happy we've started messing in front of his chemistry because now he knows how to win games now because based off our performances and how good we are. So I like that a lot. I'm excited to see what his tricks in his bag he's bringing this year.
What are you most excited about this year?
New season where new things get to be done, some new opportunities to learn. Just a whole collective piece of starting winter workouts in January and just beginning the journey all over again. Whenever the bowl game is over with, I'll give myself time to recover, think, whatever it is, for like a month or however it lasts. And then once I get going, it's a clean, it's like turning the page, new chapter. I just do my writing throughout the off season. It just builds up. So I'm just excited to get the season started.
Which player surprised you most during the off-season workouts on the defense?
I would have to say Darnay Holmes surprised me a lot. Darius Pickett, I think he's going to be a great player for us. Some of the young guys on the D-line, Jacob, our guy that's going to be our edge rusher. Jalen as well. Jalen Phillips, he's going to do great things. Once he finds his niche to where he can't be stopped, he's going to be very special. But he has little flashes of it. He showed it in the spring ball where he could actually go. So that's positive. We'll see once the season gets here. We'll see how things put together.
What do you think is the potential for you and Josh Woods?
What's that?
What do you think is the potential for you and Josh Woods as a linebacker duo?
I think it's very high. I think it's very high, but it's gonna be up to Josh Woods to figure out if he want to be that guy. I think he is the leading candidate right now. For the will position, but it's been different with each and every guy. I've lined up freshman next to EK, and then I've lined up next to Miles my following year, and then something happens to Miles, so I lined up with Jan right next to me. We were silently working the whole entire time, and his opportunity presented itself, and he took advantage of it. And now I have Josh Woods, who I think is going to take huge strides this year. He's going to learn a lot, and he's a great guy. He knows how to work, and he's always focused, and he always knows that he's a baller. He's a natural baller. His instincts are uncommon.
Last year there were concerns, just kind of among spectators, that the defense was getting gassed and running out of steam because the offense struggled to stay on the field. What are your thoughts on that?
See, that's the thing. I think whenever it has to be a balance, right? I think that's why you should practice so hard to where the games are easy, because there's going to be moments where I felt like personally as the leader of the defense that the offense let us down at some point. There's been some moments where the offense like, look, we stepping our stuff up, defense, y'all need to step up, and you never want that to where you feel. It feels a little bit shaky in between y'all because you feel like you're not maximizing the expectations of the other side of the ball. So, unfortunately, whenever you have injuries amongst multiple people, it's tough to keep that balance. And especially when you have a position like quarterback, which is like, the meat of your team. It gets, that's how you score points because of the quarterback. It makes things very difficult. So the greatest thing that our defense did this past year was that they held it down for the most part. When the offense couldn't get it together, whatever it was, we made sure that we had their back. And besides the critics or whatever it is, we made sure that we gave them a hug or whatever it was. Not metaphorically, of course, but we made sure we had their back. And we know it was tough. Sometimes I think the last game of the season we played Cal was like over 120 snaps. It was like 129, and that's a lot of snaps. That's the last game of the season, But we didn't complain about it or anything like that. We just try to enjoy it, and try to go out with a bang for the seniors for them something to enjoy. Did we get the W? No, but it was something that the seniors they felt the energy. They felt that we fought hard despite our quarterback situation and a couple of other things. But yeah, man, I think this year we'll be building something special. So I just want it's different every year. Every year something is a different story. So go back to your point. I'm just ready to write a unique story this year with the team.
How do you go about having those conversations with guys on the other side of the ball when you said that you feel like maybe they didn't kind of get their job done when you guys were doing yours?
Right.
How do you communicate that to them and let them know your frustration without making them feel bad or bringing down the team chemistry?
Well, that's the thing, It's the opposite of what you just said about being frustrated. You said let them know that they're frustrated. Let them know that you're frustrated. I don't think you ever want to let anyone know that you're frustrated. If me doing media or whatever, and I'm your boss or whatever, I don't want you to know that I'm frustrated. So I just pull you to the side and say, listen, what's going on? How can we improve? What we need to work on? Are you happy? Like how do we keep you happy? And that's how you handle things. And it's the same thing on the football field. I might see something that I don't like. Everybody don't like to be called out. I called out one guy the last game of the season. I'm like, listen, man, you don't let people push you around like that. You're a football player. Be tougher than that. Like, you're on TV. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass your family. Don't embarrass yourself like that. And he's like, caught it the wrong way. He started yelling back at me. And I'm a top competitor, so I had a high voice whenever I told it to him because I was trying to win. So, but he took it the wrong way, and I was hoping that he wouldn't. Whenever I wanted to talk to him, but I talked to him later in the locker room. And he's like, man, that's embarrassing. Don't do that to me like that. And I understand that. So to do things out of frustration is not always the most brilliant idea. So it's just about how you do it. You know, it's about pulling the guy to the side and talking to him one-on-one. That's all it takes.
So you mentioned you're a tough competitor. I know you guys don't like the preseason lists and whatnot,
Right.
but you're on the Butkus list.
Right.
How does it feel to be in company with people like Anthony Barr and Eric Hendricks? They think that you're that caliber.
Right. For them to go out and win the Buckets, EK is the only one that won the Buckets. What happened was both of them are coming for the run a lot.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm up for the lot, but Buckets, EK is the only one that was up for it. So, well, that won it, I should say. It's an honor. I think what would be great, what would satisfy me is not so much about the preseason hype about it, is that, you know, if I could put the finishing touch on it to being, I think we'd be the first university in the world to have 3 Ronnie Lott trophy winners, and I'm sure, I don't know how many guys won the Buckets, you know, as far as the timeline for winning the Buckets, but that would be very special, you know. I feel like it's not a pressure, but I feel like I owe those to those guys, you know, to go out. And if that comes, it comes. If not, yeah, I don't do things for awards. But the simple fact that I got recognized for being mentioned amongst, you know, a Buckets candidate, that's pretty impressive.
And the Woodful Award for the community service.
Yeah, it's crazy, you know, and that's the thing. I don't, you know, people ask me all the time, it's like, how do you feel about being on all those accolades? You know, I was like, the only thing that's impressive about it is that, you know, the recognition part for on the field work and off the field work. You know, people only see you in the helmet on game day, but they don't go home to you and see, you know, your personality, or they don't see that you care for kids, and you know, you want to talk to the kids and share to them, you know, what you could attain in the near future. You know, just try to live as an inspiration through the youth. So I don't think people see that. You know, they're all about stats and all that other stuff. But what are you besides just a football player? You go home. Are you the same dog you're at home that you is on the football field? You know, no one wants to deal with that. You know, and I feel like you have to ask that person. You know, like, what is it like when you go home? Are you the same person? It's just impressive that, you know, you guys recognize it. You guys nominated you as a candidate for all these multiple awards. I think it's pretty impressive, because I don't think it's a guy that's on 5 awards watch list where it involves more than just football. You know, 'cause most of those guys they just have football statistics. They don't have character. They don't have, you know, charity events, or they don't have talking to little kids or whatever. That's more powerful. That's bigger than football to me.
So it sounds like of any, the Wurfel would be the one that you'd want to win.
Which one would I win?
You'd want to win the Wurfel the most,
All of it.
because that recognizes the off the field stuff too.
Right. I mean, it'll be cool to, like I said, I'm not sitting here about the workout tomorrow, but listen, this workout is dedicated to me wanting to win those 5. You know, I don't do things for awards. What I do is I just maintain, you know, what have got me here, and along the lines, if I win it, cool, but at least I got recognized for it, you know, and if I win an award for it, that's great. But I don't do things for, you know, the passion is not in the award, the passion is in the work behind the award. And, that's what you guys recognize. And, you know, for the next year, you know, we're LBU, UCLA's the only school that I feel like you could claim that LBU is, you know, deserves that title, but you know, we don't walk around boasting about that because it's not about, you know, that. It's about what you do behind the scenes, what those guys have done for 20 plus years that makes them LBU. You know, and you guys only see one side of it, which is on the field. Behind the scenes is total opposite. So I mean, it'll be cool to win all of them. I would like to win the lot. I love to win a lot because it shows, you know, not just your on the field success, but your off the field success. Pretty much the awards that I could win for is that knocks out the criteria of all 3 things, which are the sports, academics, and off the field. I would love to win one of those. That would be special.
You guys have a lot of proven guys coming back on defense. I feel like you guys kind of have a swagger about you coming into the season. That, you know, you guys got it together and it would be a strength of the team.
Swagger, what you mean by swagger?
Well,
You know what swagger is?
I guess.
Old school, you like old school swagger? Old school
However you want to
swag is
define
not new school
Okay.
swag. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I just messing with you. Yeah, that's so the swagger thing you're talking about. That equates to what the standard of UCLA football is. You know, and like I said, this past year was not UCLA football. You know, it was not our standard. And the guys recognize that. So right now it's about creating something special. You know, yes, everyone wants to win every single game of the season, but unfortunately, life just don't work that way. You know, you're successful right now, but it wasn't a clean slate for you, right? You know, it wasn't just a rainbow. You know, you had some bumps in the road. So do you count that as losses? No, you don't count that as losses. You know, just count it as opportunities to get better. So I think that right now, you know, I think we just want to create something special amongst the guys to where, you know, 40 years down the line, if I'm still living that long, you know, we could tailgate at the UCLA parties and like, man, look, that year, that specific year was special. Especially coming off a 4-8 season that following year. I don't care how many games we won or lost, that was special. You know, and I share that with my kids all the time. You know, that's the conversations that you want. You know, 'cause wins and losses, you know, we're going to lose another game. You know, UCLA's not going to go undefeated forever. You know, so you look at things from a bigger perspective. You know, we just try to